and continued good morning to you. You felt the presence of God through Reverend Jason D. Mitchell, Reverend Coco, Coral Face Stewart, and you've been invited to become still. Stillness, silence, sacred solitude. Contemplate those words for a moment. Stillness. You're inviting yourself to make a practice of being still. Training the body and training the body to coalesce to your intention to just be still. Don't go run and check your emails right now, social media, texts. No, just be still. This is your time. And then come into silence. Extract your attention from the world and become silent, a silent witness of the activity that's going on in the mind, the activity that's happening in the body temple, the activity that's happening in all the bodies, your subtle bodies, your emotional body, your mental body, the body of your affairs. Silently witness all of that, and as you're witnessing it, you're extracting your identification with it. You are not saying, I am my emotions, I am my thoughts, I am the experiences that are happening and the noises that are happening around me. You're saying in your stillness and silent respite, I'm just watching it. And then there becomes a moment of solitude. The ramifications of this is free energy. In the world, of course, there's free energy. Electricity is everywhere. It's free, even though powers that be try to make you pay for it. It's everywhere. It's free. It's just a paradigm of greed and control. It's another topic. But the energy within you that is clouded and condensed, identification with trauma, the regurgitation of past experience, that is coagulated, condensed itself to stagnant energy. Now, I like to say spiritual liberation, when in fact you begin to practice the art and the science of meditation, and you stop identifying with the coagulated energy, it begins to transmute that energy that has condensed itself into proteins, chemical activities of the body, conditioned for disease, shrinking perception that produces more experiences, begins to be transmuted. That energy is freed up, and now you have free energy. And that energy is now used for the revelation of your wholeness, creativity, success, and the being on the edge of constant great discovery of yourself. And all of that is free, just sitting down with an intention to wake up to your glorious nature. You have free energy that has condensed itself and coagulated into conditioned proteins and shifting of your DNA to an activation of disease, shrinking of your perception, so that you keep repeating the same stuff over and over and over again since whatever happened to you when you were younger. You have free energy right now. You can liberate it by being still. And then what happens is, you've heard me speak over the years about self-discipline emerging into blisscipline, which starts off as, I must sit. I have an obligation to sit. I should sit. When you start feeling that free energy, transformation, It moves from I must sit, to I'm obligated to sit, I should sit, it's part of my practice to sit, to I can't wait to sit. I love to sit. I love to practice. I love just to be still. Then as that becomes not just a practice of self-discipline, but a way of living, then there's another space that emerges. You find that as you move into the world, you're not losing the brain coherence that you had when you were sitting. I was reading a study, I can't remember the university right this moment. Wisconsin is coming up in my mind, and they had a number of monks come in from Japan, who had been meditating for years, and they mapped their brain coherence, hemispheres of the brain. They did biofeedback of the brain. They could see the production of the alpha waves and the theta waves, and the coherence meditation. Number of hours of meditation, and then getting the feedback for a few days. And then they gave him a day off. They said, you guys can go into the city, you can do whatever you want. Just, So they did. They went into the city. They'd really never been to the United States before. They went to the store. They went to the movies. They just, they experienced life in the city. And when they came back and they put the biofeedback equipment back on their brains, they still had the same level of coherency, even though they didn't do the hours of meditation. It's saying in substance that once you shift your brain waves, once you develop a practice, you can go in the world and still maintain your awareness and your focus that you are one with the presence that is never an absence. You will never use the excuse, the world is making me crazy. Traffic is driving me nuts. All of this stimulation. You will mature. I'm not saying this happens overnight. I mean, these were practiced monks, meditators. That's what they did. But I am saying, if you develop a practice and continue, you will grow into an awareness that you can be in the world and little by little by little be of a higher frequency that you have helped establish through your love of meditation. It will mean shifting priority. It will mean that you have to spend a little more time with yourself when the mind is trying to rush to do something else. But once the priority has been shifted, you'll love it. And then you'll notice that when you go back into the world, you're hanging out with your friends, whatever you're doing in the world, you're able to maintain just an awareness. You're able to be aware of yourself, your conversation, what you're about to say, what you're about to do. You will still have preferences. In other words, there'll be things in the world that you will not like. You prefer that it not be happening. Or you prefer that that person didn't say that. You prefer that that person didn't say that about that person. That you prefer that that person didn't gossip. You'll still have preferences. But your brain waves and your inner coherence will be less and less disturbed. I don't like that. But it's not knocking me off center. That's sovereignty. That's liberation. That's freedom. You want to be free. You got free energy. It's just coagulated in the misidentification of who you used to be and the misinterpretation of what happened to you. So that which happened to you did not become a blessing yet, did not become an education yet. We are here not to get high, but to get free. Tap into that free energy. Your awareness, the common language is your consciousness expands. In truth, you have infinite consciousness. You're just removing the obscurations, the hindrances, so that you can see again. Before I was blind, now I see. You're part of the great work. And for some reason, we have chosen to be here on earth, which is so dense. It's one of the most dense portals in this universe. There are other, portals that have less density. You don't forget who you are. People actually forget who they are here. They actually go to sleep, dream, and don't remember. It's dense. So you've placed yourself in a deep weight room, boy. Woo! You chose to come into a dense coagulation of forgetfulness. There are good people on the planet having insane conversations about winning wars. Good people, yeah, really good people. Rather than conversations about how do we end war? How do we not have war at all? You have good people who have forgotten themselves, talking about winning a war. That's how dense this place is. It'll make you forget yourself. So you have to stay vigilant, or you'll end up in one of those insane conversations. You might even try to run for president and continue the old paradigm. We need awakened people to have an awakened world. Awakened people change the world, beginning with you. Here. Now. Let's practice. Let's place our hands perhaps in our lap facing upward as a sign of receptivity, availability, openness, surrender, yielding, allowing. Allow your eyes to drift. It's a little bit upward towards the space between the eyebrows, but not straining. You're not straining. You're just paying attention there. Tongue is at the roof of the mouth so that the energetic flow moves up the spine and creates a kind of a circular connection. And you're embracing an intention to wake up to your glorious nature. I love the word glorious. Begin to identify with it. You're not an original sinner. Guilt and shame are not a part of your identity. You are glorious. Intend to wake up to this. Allow for your attention to embrace the vibration of your intention. The breath becomes an anchor for staying present. You're aware that this body temple is in your field of awareness, so that you can be aware of your intention, at the same time be aware that the body's breathing. This is all in your field of awareness. Your intention is within your attention. Your body temple is in your field of attention and your awareness. And that which created the ears, consciousness, is in a deep listening mode, catching the eternal broadcast of pure spirit saying, let there be light, let there be life. You're catching the broadcast, you're yielding to it. And you embrace that this is your very first time practicing the art and the science of meditation. Beginner's mind. Be ye as a child, that ye may enter the realm of heaven, the realm of ever-expanding good. Let us be still. Outer eye closed, inner eye opened. Be still and know the great presence that is never an absence is right where you are. You're at the center of it. Because the center is everywhere. There is no circumference in an infinite presence. With great attentiveness and sovereignty over our awareness, we allow ourselves to be lifted into the field of thanksgiving, appreciation, gratitude, gratefulness. We transcend the surface mind with its worst-case scenarios from time to time and contemplating all that one does not have. And we hear from the depth of our being, they that have, more shall be given. And we move into gratitude about everything that we have. Air to breathe, a heart that is beating, lungs, blood moving through the body temple. We have a body temple. We begin to contemplate all that we have right now so that our very consciousness is the consciousness of having and being. And they that have, more is given. They that are grateful for what they have, more is given. But they who have not, even that which they have is taken away. That's a law. It's not personal. So we move into a field of gratitude. We're so grateful to be alive, that we exist. We did not create ourselves. We emerged from the eternal as distinct units of infinite potential. Grateful, grateful, grateful that we exist. Oh, it is in this consciousness of gratitude the great recognition factor is activated. We see, not with eyes, but we see the presence everywhere. We be one with it. I am what thou art what I am. No distance, no separation, no otherness. God is, I am. Love is, I am. Peace is, I am. Intelligence is, I am. Beauty is, I am. Abundance is, I am. And from this great I am presence, the vibrational word is spoken, obviously naming our precious moments together magnificent, good to the tearing down of the seeming strongholds of negativity, for the full flowering of infinite spirit to reveal itself as a dynamic peace, a deep sense of well-being, inner security, safety, wellness, wealth, harmonizing prosperity, perfect peace of mind that passes human understanding. All of this and more activated in us right now. Anything that would hinder this is dissolved. Nothing trying to become something but has no power here, because there's only one power: God, life, love, beauty. And so we are free. Oh, what a beautiful day. The dawning of a moment of great revelation. We accept this. This outstrips even our best case scenario in our imagination. Oh, the unknown of good is taking over our life. It's a great day. And we allow it to be so. We consciously bless each other. We bless our spiritual community, otherwise known as Agape International Spiritual Center, all of its satellites, and all the communities around the world that are coherent around the fundamental spiritual truth that there's only one. And all of that is happening right now. Right now. We give thanks for this once again because it's already done. What do? We just allow it to be so. That is why we say, and so it is. Even now. We open our eyes, bow to whoever you're with, and just say, now so be it. Be that vibration. For you have now changed your vibrational address. Your vibrational zip code is different. Secret place of the Most High. This is where we live. So we've just blessed each other, and we've blessed our community that's reaching over 189 countries, developing a dynamic coherence around oneness and unity. And it's time to celebrate our community and to practice the art and the science of giving and supporting. This is your opportunity to support this community that has been in this incarnation for a little over 37 years now, and so many people's lives have been changed and transformed because of it. So there are people who came before you that provided this place for you. Now it is your opportunity to give and to celebrate this spiritual center and all of its ministries, programs, projects, and evolutionary collaborations. Stop for just a second and give thanks for what you have to give. Just allow your spirit to determine what you're going to give today so that we have 100% participation all around the world. We give thanks for what we have to give, and we let it be. Amen. As you open your eyes, open your heart at the same time. You may give in a couple of ways. You can take out your phone. You can take the camera portion of it and shine it in the direction of the QR code that's right on your screen. It'll take you into an ever-expanding portal of Agape International. There you will choose the amount and the regularity of your gifting right on the QR code. That QR code is going to come up again. You can text the word give to 424-321-6243. Take you into the same portal. You can, perhaps you're on our YouTube channel right now or our Facebook channel. If you'd like, you can go directly to the website at agapelive.com. Look at the donation banner, choose the amount you want to give, and then check out. You really be checking into your inner prosperity. Many times people go in there and they buy the book of the month. They buy a Beckwith or an Agape Mala or a book. But you can do your donation right there on the website. If you'd like to mail in your donation, please do so. I love reading the letters, the comments, the testimonies. Send it to Agape International at 8549 Wilshire Boulevard. As my grandfather used to say, Wilshire. He'd visit us from Washington, D.C. Oh, Wilshire Boulevard. Say, Granddad, we say Wilshire, but we'll go with Wilshire. 8549 Wilshire Boulevard, Beverly Hills, California, 90211, USA. Those are the ways that you can give. Mail it in, website, come back to the QR code. But whatever you do it now so we can begin to have, whatever the amount, 100% participation for all people who are viewing and being inspired by Agape. Reverend Julie?
Good morning. We've got a few highlighted announcements for you today. Take a listen, see what resonates with your heart. You can check out agapelive.com for more information and to find out about all of our weekly offerings. All times listed are Pacific time. This week's guest on Reverend Michael's Take Back Your Mind podcast is Chani Nicholas, an LA-based astrologer with a community of over 1 million readers, New York Times bestselling author of You Were Born for This, Astrology for Radical Self-Acceptance, and founder of the viral astrology app Chani. Plus, Reverend Michael will answer your life question of the week and guide you in meditation. You can watch or listen to Take Back Your Mind with Michael B. Beckwith on YouTube, iTunes, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts. Subscribe or follow to receive alerts when new shows drop each Wednesday. Do you feel like something is missing? Like you forgot something? Do you think you missed the opportunity to register for the Life Visioning course? You did not. That's the good news. If you're willing to wake up now and be pulled by the vision that a new day promises, join Agape University and Reverend Dr. Coco Stewart, master teacher and Agape founding member, for 5 transformational weeks of life visioning. Class started this past Tuesday, but you can still register and receive the recording of this powerful first class. This class is for you whether you are familiar with the life visioning process or new to the practice. You do not want to miss this opportunity to learn and make the vision manifest by making it welcome through direct experiential practice. Join us for the 4 remaining Tuesdays live on Zoom, and if you can't make the live class, you will receive recordings. This class is a prerequisite for practitioner studies. Go to agapelive.com to register today. Somos Agape, or Agape en Español, is in session and invites you to join us every Saturday, 8:30 a.m. for meditation and affirmative prayer, exclusively in Spanish, on Agape's Facebook page. Are you in our local area and looking for opportunities to share your gifts and support Agape? Are you interested in meeting more like-hearted individuals in our community? Agape's Sacred Service Ministries Discovery and Orientation Session will take place Wednesday evenings at 7 p.m. and Saturday afternoons at 2 p.m. throughout the month of February on Zoom. You can email sacredservice@agapelive.com to receive Zoom information and discover what Agape has for you and share who you are with Agape. And if you have not been of service, if you have been of service, either way, you're going to realize that when you serve, there's something that happens. Some of the closest friendships I have and the deepest connections I have were established through service. So definitely recommend jumping into one of these orientations throughout the month of February. The Agape Prayer Ministry is available to you 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. Agape's practitioners are here to know and declare the truth about your life. Whether you're looking for support navigating this thing called life or ready to affirm your spiritual liberation, the powerful prayers of Agape's loving spiritual practitioners are here for you. Just call 310-348-1270 or send an email to prayer@agapelive.com. So many options here. Pick what's yours and dive in. Many blessings to you.
Just notice your breath and receive the many blessings that are happening all around you at this moment. Reverend Julie reminded you that you can still sign up for the Life Visioning class. You know, there's a lot of research around the fact that when you understand why something works, the efficacy of its working magnifies. For instance, they've taken like organic vitamin C, and people take organic vitamin C and they know that it's an antioxidant, they know a lot of the benefits. But when they read about vitamin C and then take the vitamin C, the efficacy increases. You may have heard the word life visioning. You may even practice it to some degree. But when you actually take the class and you begin to study the principles behind it, the stages of development, it increases your capacity to vision and to catch vision and to go into deeper states of meditation. Because something about knowing why increases your availability. So take the class. You're going to really, really appreciate it every Tuesday on Zoom. And there's plenty of room in the Zoom room. So listen, let's give thanks at this moment for the offering that's coming in. You may even want to study the art and science of prosperity and show how giving increases your prosperity, even though logically it doesn't look like it, or how meditation gives you more time, even though logically the linear part of you doesn't understand nonlinear reality. We stop in this moment and we give thanks for all that is being given right now. For it is not only assisting Agape International in its ministries, it's assisting the giver to have more to give. Nonlinear affecting the linear domain. It's all happening now, and so it is. Amen. So wherever you are, stand. stand up and allow for this moment of benediction to occur. Life is good.
I'm tired
You
of
hear Charles Holtz singing, I'm tired of the guilt
that brings me pain.
that brings me pain.
Now is the time for me to let
Now is the time for all of us to let go of the shame.
the past behind.
The past is behind us.
I see.
Oh, I see anew.
I'm ready.
I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm available for my change. I'm ready for a great transformation. Forgive me. There used to be a moment in our history where people actually thought that guilt and shame was a spiritual practice. But I've been on the other side on a number of times, and I want you to know this, that when you go out of your body, you go into a field of unconditional love, and the principle is judgment and unconditional love cannot simultaneously exist in the same field. So there is no judgment from God. It's only you judging yourself. Whew, I blew that one. I could have given love, but I didn't. So we're ready for a change. This place is called Agape. Unconditional love. We want to bring it right here on earth. We stand in this awareness of a great reckoning of our soul, that we can represent the presence on earth as it is in the highest frequency, anchoring heaven on earth. Today is a good day, and we allow it to be so, and so it is. Amen. You have a beautiful day. It is your choice.